I think it was a really solid signing. At the very least, even if he gets, I don't know, 5 sacks all year in a rotational role,
Yeah.
he's still going to bring a veteran presence to this young defense and these young pass rushers. I mean, we are talking about a guy with 99 career sacks.
Are you listening?
Ronbo Sports here, representing the Niner Empire organization worldwide, and I encourage you to do the same. It's a good thing to do this time of year, especially before the season gets started. For more information on how to do so, go to theninerempire.com and find out how you can become a member, and you can say things like, representing the world. I want to thank you first for allowing me to come in and share my 49er thoughts with you, because I'm so consumed with this nowadays. Last year at this time, I was not smiling. I mean, I was trying to. Chip Kelly was in charge, but deep down inside, I knew we were in trouble. Oh, but this time it's so much different. It feels so real. I'll tell you right now, though, when you look at what John Lynch is doing, you remember John Lynch is always saying, stay awake? He ain't playing. Stay awake. Every time you go and look and see what the Daily News is saying, you see a player available, you say, oh! And you wonder, can we get him? And we might. Were you upset because they didn't sign Jeremy Maclin? There may be a reason for that. Okay, because would Kansas City throw away a perfectly good Jeremy Maclin? All right? And let me tell you something about Eric Decker and the Jets. Listen, Eric Decker should be in the hospital, to be honest with you. I read down the scene, because everybody today, because you read down the comments, everybody, get Eric Decker! Get Eric Decker! I said, oh, wait a minute, wait. Let me check this out, man. Eric Decker is in trouble, man. He's got a hip injury he's just getting over. I think something went on with his rotator cuff. I mean, Eric Decker is an absolute mess. I'll tell you something else, too. With Kyle Shanahan, I got a feeling, my theory is Kyle has already got the people he wants as far as offense goes. There's probably not going to be any additions of offense between now and that's it. Time is already up. Because we're talking about a guy, I think Kyle Shanahan, because I am intrigued by this guy's mentality. Greg Cosell was quoted saying just the other day in a 49ers.com conversation, Greg says we're talking about one of the most intelligent offensive minds, if not the most brilliant mind in football. This is a guy who sees what his players are going to do before they're even going to do it. He knows what defenses are all about. He knows what it takes to beat them. Everybody's talking about the defense, but do not sleep. As Tom would say, stay awake on the offense. I'm telling you, man. Kyle's got a plan, and you know. I doubt very seriously what's going to fail, but this is the reason why you got to look out. Because if you got any attachments to players like you and me and Vance McDonald, I know Vance is out of here, man. Seriously. I know what you're saying now. Whoa, Ronbo is back. Serious, man. I'm partying with anybody. If Kyle says I can't use him, goodbye. I'm sorry. I'll watch you on your other club. People don't believe. I'm serious. But we got good things coming up. And also, Elmer, I don't know what I got to say about calling Elvis Elmer. His name is Elvis. I kind of like the name Elmer. His name is Elvis Dumervil. I like Elvis Dumervil for a lot of reasons. Elvis brings a swag to this 49er defense. We got it already in Bowman, and we actually have it as well in Ahmad Brooks. But Ahmad is not a guy who applies himself in a way where he wants to be followed. But Bowman does. I got a feeling Dumervil does. And what they can learn from watching Elvis work out there. Boom, he's on that quarterback. The pressure's going to be crazy. This dude ranks high. Last year, he ranked higher than anybody on our team. And he had a bad foot. I believe his foot's okay now. You know what that means. Got a healthy Elvis coming off the edge. You know how I get attached with the players, and that's why I'm encouraging you not to do that. I'm worried about Eric Armstead. You know, I was the guy that was arguing on behalf of Eric Armstead last year. Everybody, Eric Armstead is trash. No, he's not trash. His shoulder hurts. This would have been the year his shoulders fine now that Eric could do what I thought he was going to do last year. So I'm not sure if Eric's going to be able to. You know what though? He'll be fine. He's going to be playing. I'm sure they're going to play him because Zagonia says nobody who suits up on the defense is not going to play. That's the wonderful thing about this defense. There are no second and third string people. Everybody can contribute. So Eric's going to get his time in. I ain't worried about it. You cannot stop greatness. Anyway.
Ronbo!
Yes, him.
We had this conversation last month.
True.
The boy's name is Eric, not Leo.
Oh.
Line Eric up inside next to D-Buck at tackle.
Yeah.
That's 600 pounds of pure violence. That's enough rage to collapse 2 pockets. Dumervil and Thomas coming off the edges. Ooh! The linebackers can just kick back and watch that show.
Yes.
Eric will get his.
I know.
Don't even worry about it.
All right.
And I'm gone.
No, as I said, he may not be coming off the edge. You know what? Maybe he will. Maybe they'll switch him around. We got plenty of bodies. Maybe Eric's taking some time. I just want to see him come off that edge a few times. Hey, you know what I'm concerned with? Tyler called in the Red and Gold radio. And he says, who got dropped so we could add Dumervil? Have you thought about that? We got rid of Rashard Ross last week for Will Davis. But nobody's been dropped yet. Listen, if you see or hear anything, I'm not going to go down. I don't feel like counting all those players and count to 90. Put it down in the comments. I want to know how this is working because we got over 90 guys. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, let's see what's going on 49er with you right now. Now, fam, you've probably people have been talking about this for a while now because now the defense has just been taken to another level. We got it. Would you guess at the beginning of the season, Elmer Dumervil will be putting on a uniform and coming to be a 49er? Give him what? The Iraqi vet in the house, actually not in the house, in his car. Ivy, I'm calling him Ivy. Ivy, what's up, man?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Shoot, man, Ivy is another one of those fantastic members of the TTC. You know, the reason why I enjoy talking to members of the TTC, because there ain't no negativity in these fellas. They come out each and every Sunday for the Red and Gold, and they profess to the rest of the TTC community, everybody else who wants to know, they will win. Yes! We're going to ask you some questions today about the game and some other things as well. Hey, tell you what, man, we got Elvis Dumervil. What are your feelings, man? Are you excited about that? Could we have done something else? What are you thinking, man?
I think it was a really solid signing. At the very least, even if he gets, 5 sacks all year in a rotational role.
Yeah.
He's still going to bring a veteran presence to this young defense and these young pass rushers. We are talking about a guy with 99 career sacks. So any knowledge he has is going to be good. He was also a teammate of John Lynch's for 2 years in Denver, right at the end of Lynch's career, which I don't know if a lot of people knew that or not, but, like I say, he's been around. I know he only played 8 games last year because he had some type of foot injury.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I just heard about that foot injury. I'm just hoping
me too.
I'm hoping that's okay now. And I guess it is okay because they had to run him through a physical. You can't sign with the club unless you can pass a physical. So, cool.
Yeah.
You should be all right. You know what? I'll tell you what, man. Give me, how many 5 sacks you predicting this year from him? Because, see, the guy's going to feed off his energy, man. I got to feel that defense is going to be fired up because of guys like him. Then you got Ahmad Brooks is going to take on a whole new attitude now because he knows he's with a team that's going someplace. You got Bowman back there. We have the perfect sprinkling of badass dudes that can fire up the kids now. Oh, man.
Yes, and this might be getting a little off topic, but one person I am really excited about this year, especially after watching his interview, is Rashard Robinson.
Oh!
Just the way he said, you know, this is only my second year, but because how young this team is, especially in the secondary, he feels like the older guy. And there's times he will pull some of the younger guys to the side and help them out if he sees them do something wrong. And he's just being so humble about all of it. He's got his head on right. He's been training right. And he's ready to take that step to one of the elite defensive backs in this league. And as a 49er fan, I'm really looking forward to it because we haven't had an elite cornerback in a very long time.
He's up to 190 pounds too. You know?
Yeah.
And he needed to put on a little size. All that.
I was talking to some Niner fans earlier in the off season that were worried about his weight, and I said I wouldn't worry about it. I said last year he was putting on weight all year. Last year I said he's going into the off season. He knows what needs to be done. He'll have his weight up. He'll probably be about 195 by week 1, I can see. 195, 196.
He's got time for that. You're right. The season ain't starting next week. Shoot, Shard could be up to around 195. And he's got to stay comfortable with it because, you know, when you're training, you know, you put that weight on. As long as it ain't slowing you down, it's good weight, you know? So.
But he has that long, lanky frame.
Yeah, so he can hold it.
He's got room to put this weight on and be comfortable.
Yeah. Hey, I'm looking forward to Shard this year, man. Let's have something crazy. But, you know, let me get into another matter that I tell you what, the past 2 seasons, we've been doubted. BSPN's already dropped us. BSPN has already projected us to be in last ass place. I mean, I don't know we beat the Rams twice last year, and yet the Rams are rated above us. And you already know Arizona and Seattle, of course, they're going to be the golden boys every year in the NFC West. But the networks, rival fans, I mean, our own people are walking around saying things like, man, we'll be lucky if we win 5 games. I just want to put the BS on them. You know, come on, man. Is there a reason? Now, they were right the last time, but can we now as we are considered by those who think doom and gloom all the time, we are the children of optimism. Can we this year be able to toot that horn?
We can. I do. And for one, I ain't listening to BSPN. You got a network that's firing everybody that works for them. What the hell do they know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we can prove a lot of doubters wrong. I mean, we still have a lot of key pieces on this defense that have been here for the last few years that know how to play together. And if you look at it, yeah, we went 2-14 last year, but I don't think we were a real 2-14 team.
Yeah.
I mean, we lost both of our starting linebackers by week 4. We were down to Mike Wilhoit, who we all know about.
Yeah,
and a special teamer playing middle linebacker. Now, in 11 of our 16 games played last year, we led in 11 out of 16 games. 2-14 teams are not supposed to have leads late into games in 11 out of their 16 games.
Solid point.
So, I mean, it took the Patriots until the last quarter and a half to even pull away from us last year. And the Patriots were supposed to be world beaters. You're a world beater, but it's taken you the last quarter and a half to pull away from a 2-14 team? That's not how it's supposed to be. You know, I mean, we had things didn't fall our way, a lot of injuries, all this other stuff we can look at. But in the end, when it came down to it, I think it was the coaching staff in the whole that just didn't seem to know what they were doing to make the right adjustments.
Tell you what,
to keep us in a lot of these games.
Yeah. And like you're saying, had we had a defense, Jim O'Neill had brought a team that could actually stop somebody from doing anything. Just even stop the run. Don't want to get into that because that's a sore spot. But even that would have been enough to keep the 49ers in those contests. And I still don't understand what happened in the second half, though.
Yeah, it would have been. Well, that whole read and react defense is trash anyway.
Oh.
You don't wait for a goddamn play and then react. You do like Robert Saleh has been preaching. Violence and all gas, no break, and attack, attack, attack.
Which leads
Punch them in the face before they get a chance to do anything. That's what you do.
And you know, you bring up another excellent point, because if you're going to do read and react, you don't do it with a bunch of young players anyway. That was suicide to begin with. You know, I mean,
young players and someone like why am I forgetting his name? The safety that went to Arizona. Oh, Antoine Bethea.
Oh yeah, Antoine.
Who was missing tackles, taking improper angles, blowing coverages. When a guy is playing like that and in a read and react defense, he's going to get torched 99% of the time. To me, there was only two bright spots on our entire defense last year, and that was DeForest Buckner and Rashard Robinson. That was it last year because, for one, all the injuries. You really couldn't see everybody go a full season.
Mm-hmm.
So, and another good thing I like, too, that Robert Saleh said, and Jeff Zagonia, the defensive line coach.
And that was good with the name, too. You got it right, too. That was it.
Yeah, we will not see DeForest Buckner play another 1,000 snaps on defense this year. There will be rotation. There will be keeping guys fresh and healthy. DeForest Buckner will not be out there for 1,000+ snaps again this year. That was a lot for a rookie.
It's a lot for anybody, and they made a point of that too. I enjoyed that. It's good. You did, because you know what? I want to see what Defoe looks like on a full tank of gas after 3-4 weeks. You know, so I'm delighted on that. You know, and also Navorro Bowman. Everybody, you know, Grant Cohn went nuts, right? Grant Cohn has already kicked. He's kicked Navarro to the curb. Instead, he's out of here. Used Bill Walsh as his. That's his whole standard right there. Well, Walsh would have told him good night.
No, he wouldn't have.
Yeah, according to Grant, yeah. And we know, but don't we need Bowman?
Yeah.
And doesn't Rueben Foster need Bowman?
Bowman ain't going nowhere. There's two beat writers in particular. I never listen to anything these jackasses write, and that's Kawakami and Grant Cohn. Or Lowell Cohn, his dad. They're all three.
People don't know. Yeah, people don't know about Lowell. Yeah,
they're all three morons in my opinion. And to be honest, I do not know how they could be beat writers for the San Francisco 49ers when all they do is spew garbage. From day we hired Jim Harbaugh, Tim Kawakami wrote articles every single week trying to run Harbaugh out of town from the second we hired him. And they say they're beat writers for the 49ers. That's not a beat writer. That's somebody spewing garbage. Lowell Cohn, he needs to just go ahead and pull an Aaron Hernandez. Too soon? Oh, well.
You know, those guys, they do hit a nerve all the time. But you know, I got a feeling, do they do that intentionally just to get clicks? That's, you know, because the first thing you want to do, and Grant, I think his site has been affected because now you used to be able to go into Grant's site and you could list how you feel about his latest little spew. He's closed that down. If you want to talk, you've got to pay now. So he must have got attacked big time.
Did you read the comments on his Twitter? When he put that on Twitter, that article on Twitter?
Oh, I went to it.
Did you read the comments on there?
I did not. I went right to his Press Democrat site.
Yeah, it was so bad. His dad Lowell had to come and try to defend him. He was getting destroyed by 49er fans.
There you go, fam. I'm like you. I didn't know about this. I'm gonna go check it out later too. But this is news. Go ahead. Yeah. Let me get more of this.
Grant public enemy number one. You see Grant Cohn in traffic, you pull up and you slide on him real quick. No questions asked. It's a wrap. You do not preach garbage about somebody like Navorro Bowman. That's all there is to it.
Man.
That's like if Grant Cohn wrote an article right now about Frank Gore. Even in Indy, you do not write crap like that about Frank Gore.
True. Absolutely true.
No,
and I mean, while I got you all wound up, how about that commercial from my boy Russell Wilson? Did you enjoy that? And also, did you see his Twitter? Although he took some of his trash talk down, but
of course he did. He had to make a commercial like that because he knows that's the only way he's escaping this defense this year. The only way. He's done for it. Seattle made a really, really crucial error. Not only is their locker room falling apart and very, very volatile at the moment in Seattle, whether Pete Carroll admits it, whether their GM admits it, whether Richard Sherman's trying to backpedal now and act like he's such a team player. I've been seeing stuff come across Twitter. Oh, this is the family, the brotherhood, blah, blah, blah. Whatever else he's saying, he's backtracking because he wasn't saying that shit a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think they made a really huge mistake in the NFL draft and in free agency by only drafting one legitimate guy on the defensive line, and that was the center, Ethan Posick, out of LSU.
You're right.
They need more than that on that offensive line. It leaks like a sieve. It is very, very porous. Russell Wilson almost got a broken knee last year. He was hobbling a lot there for a few games, and he was injured. It's only going to last 1 or 2 more years. His body's just going to break down, and something's going to snap.
You know what? 41 times this past season, 45 times the season before. I mean, man, this year, if he goes down anywhere near that number, I think his career could get cut short. Because
it could.
Yeah, he's going down again this year too. They have, like you say, they haven't done enough to address that offensive line, so he's still got no protection.
And see, this what kind of throws my mind a little bit is when Dick Sherman came out and said how Pete Carroll coddles
Russie?
Yeah, Wilson coddles him, but yet he doesn't seem to care enough to build the offensive line to protect this guy he's coddling and trying to take care of and keep safe.
It's bizarre.
So, does Pete really want him hurt, or what's going on there? I mean, I honestly don't know. In my opinion,
I can tell you.
It's starting to look to me like he's about to do Seattle like he did USC. He's about to mess him up so bad, it's going to take him years and years to recover, and he's going to leave town just like he did USC.
Yeah.
And then say, oh, I knew nothing about it.
There's another reason too, though, other than Carroll being bizarre like that. They don't have any money. You know, they paid Russ, and that's part of the problem in Seattle too. They paid Russell way more than, a franchise quarterback, okay, fine. But I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback worth as much money as they're paying him. Now they can't pay anybody else, which is why you got guys on the team. Richard Sherman has cussed Russie out. The other guys are wondering, we're the ones who are keeping you afloat. If it wasn't for us playing that defense, you wouldn't be getting all the attention you're getting. And that's when the fight started. And they're trying to keep that quiet, but we all know better.
Exactly. Well, see, it's not so much them paying Russell Wilson. You got to look at how much they're paying that damn defense.
Yeah.
Michael Bennett got broke off. They broke off both their safeties with paper. Sherman getting his money. Yep. Bobby Fagner's getting his money. Yep. They probably, most of their cap is invested in like 6 players on defense.
And they cannot afford to pay any offensive linemen. But
hey, and on top of everything else, and it has happened the last 2 years, he hasn't said nothing yet. Cam Chancellor's been wanting more money, and he's saying it the last 2 years. He hasn't said nothing yet. But I got a feeling if he starts barking for more money, everything's going to tumble, and that locker room is just going to blow up, and it's going to be huge.
And he's one of
And I'm going to laugh the whole time. I'm going to sit right outside their locker room doors eating popcorn.
And he's one of the few guys on that team that I would love to see, because his contract ends next year. I'd love to see him up in John Lynch's office talking about, would you like to be a 49er? You can play these guys twice a year.
Hey, the way John Lynch can just recruit these guys is
it's amazing.
Amazing. And Parag Marathe said that at the State of the Franchise.
Yeah.
He said, you know, no matter how much money we got, and money does speak volumes, guys want to go to a place that they know they have a good GM and head coach. And he goes, what the game changer is for us is John Lynch getting on the phone with these guys because he's been in their shoes.
Tell you what, Ivy, it's been fun, man. It's time to hollow on out of that car.
Right, not a problem.
I'm going to give you the 3, 2, 1.
Nanas!
And suddenly the police are tapping on the window. Sir, you okay? Yeah! I love what guys do when I talk to people who are sitting in the car. I feel like they stopped doing what they was doing, pull the car over, and let Ron talk to Ronbo. Thank you, a Rocky vet, for giving me your time today, bro. And hey, see you on Red and Gold Radio Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Get the Rumble Sports free app to know how you need to call in. All the info will be right there in the app also. And hey, it is 49ers Talk 24/7 all the time. And I mentioned that because of the fact that we're on Remind right here on YouTube as well. We ain't gonna never stop talking about no 49ers. No. Coming up Sunday, same thing. We have our family meeting. Again, the Ronbo Sports free app. Get that. All the instructions will be right there for you on how you can call in and participate. Hey, listen, if you you call in like you've always done, as your per instructions. But if you want to zoom in and make a video call, we've also added that feature too. Check out all the instructions. Everything is right there in the app. Look forward to seeing you Sunday. Please hit like. Let me say it again. Please hit like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on all social media as well. Give me a countdown.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never find the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy